at the Davao International Airport, where Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has just arrived. And we are going to witness his arrival, his going down the plane, which has just landed here at Davao City. And so I'll turn your view to the plane now. So here we see the airplane where Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is currently, and we can see that it has just landed. And right now, if we can see here the far end of the tarmac, if you can hear sounds of a cultural presentation starting, and the cultural presentation is supposed to welcome Prime Minister Abe and his wife Akie to Davao City. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is the first foreign head of state to visit Davao City, and he is the first foreign head of state also to make a visit to the Philippines under the Duterte administration. And we know earlier tonight he was in Malacanang Palace, where he was treated to a state banquet by President Duterte himself and cabinet officials, and we also witnessed them signing several agreements and also giving joint statements about Prime Minister Abe's visit. We can see here all the media lined up, waiting for Prime Minister Abe to appear. It's a mix of Japanese and Filipino media, and a mix of Manila-based, Davao-based, and other Philippine media. So we see here now the welcoming party, and we heard that the welcoming party is composed of 5 governors from Davao, the Davao region, as well as Congresswoman Mylene Garcia of the 2nd District of Davao City. Now, if you're wondering where Mayor Sara Duterte is, she won't be able to make it to this event because she is 7 months pregnant, and the doctors advise her not to risk it because it's a very sensitive pregnancy. So she assigned the job to Representative Garcia. You can see also the cars here getting ready to whisk Prime Minister Abe away to his hotel. The welcoming party is now at the foot of the stairs, waiting for Prime Minister Abe and his wife Akie. And you can hear more of the cultural presentation ongoing. So just to let you know, Prime Minister Abe is in the Philippines for a 2-day visit. So tonight is the end of his first day in the Philippines, and he will embark on his 2nd day tomorrow. And all of it will be held in Davao City. Now, if you're wondering what Prime Minister Abe and his wife will be doing tomorrow, well, first of all, we know that he'll be meeting with business groups, business leaders here in Davao City. And the event, the meet and greet with business leaders, is supposed to also be attended by President Duterte. So we expect President Duterte to also arrive sometime between tonight and tomorrow morning. And then after the meet and greet with business leaders, we know that Prime Minister Abe will attend a eagle naming ceremony. So a Philippine eagle will actually be named after Prime Minister Abe, and it's a great honor because, of course, we know that he's the first foreign head of state to visit Davao City. And if you know, other countries have similar traditions. For example, Singapore has an orchid naming tradition where they name orchids after heads of state. And we know that President Duterte was given an orchid, and an orchid was named after him there in Singapore. So here in Davao City, the tradition is to name certain Philippine eagles after these dignitaries. And of course, it's very symbolic because the Philippine eagle is our national bird. So what else is Prime Minister up to tomorrow? Well, after the eagle naming, he'll be visiting a Mindanao International College, which was founded by Japanese descendants and sponsored by some of the earlier Japanese residents in Davao City. His wife Akie, meanwhile, will visit the Mintal Cemetery, which is one of the earliest cemeteries where Japanese residents were buried. And if some of you watching might not know, Davao City boasts a very large population of Filipinos with Japanese blood or Japanese ancestry. And this is because of a long history of Japanese settlers migrating to Davao City to find work as abaca workers, among other things. So now we're just waiting for the plane door to open and to show Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and his wife, as well as, of course, several Japanese officials who are in his party. Any time now. Earlier, I spoke with some Japanese descendants here in Davao City, and they told me about the great hope they feel about Prime Minister Abe's visit. Some of them are actually Japanese descendants who have not been officially recognized as Japanese descendants by the government of Japan. And they feel that Prime Minister Abe's visit could herald some hope for them to be recognized by the government officially. And of course, it's also an honor for them to meet a leader of the country where their ancestors came from. It's for many of them, it's an honor, it's a great pride to welcome him, and a lot of them will actually be meeting him tomorrow. So it's going to be very exciting for them. So here are the media taking pictures, taking video. Oh, okay, we're seeing some movement. So some Japanese officials are now going down the stairs. You can see a Japanese guard, or maybe, well, I'm not really sure if he's Japanese or Filipino, but there's a guard at the entrance. And I think we can expect Prime Minister Abe to arrive anytime now. Alright. I'm sorry I cannot go closer. As we can see now, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is descending from the stairs. I'll try to stretch my arm as far as possible. We hope he'll come near. There he is, I see him. He's walking to the car. Oh my gosh, there's a light. Alright, he's inside the car. You can see the rest of his entourage descending the stairs. And more of them, of course, with their bags, their luggage. And the cultural performers, of course, keeping it up, keeping the presentation up. We have colorful flags and a lot of beautiful cultural presentations here. Although, of course, we can't see it, but I was able to see their costumes earlier, and I can tell that they really prepared for it. Ah, there, you can see a little bit of the dancers. Here we have the cars starting to move, and we can expect Shinzo Abe to rest in his hotel knowing that he spent a full day in the Philippines. A full and exciting jam-packed day. There you go. Right. So thank you for joining me, Piranada, here at the Davao International Airport to witness the arrival of the very first foreign head of state to visit Davao City, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Thank you so much for watching. Piranada, Raptor, Davao City.